And we're live! Episode 93. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Fantastic. I'm very happy to hear that. But yeah, we're 93. That's pretty awesome. We're getting close to 100. I don't know if we should do anything special for the 100 show or not. They say like not very many shows or podcasts or whatever you want to call them, live streams, get to 100 of them. Most of them kick out pretty early. Harry says on June 7th should be your 100th show. You should think about a competition or giveaways. Well, we are taking donations. More than welcome to. We'll see what we can do. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's coming up quick. So very cool. It's been a busy week. What have you guys been up to? Sean, you been doing anything?
I'm up to no good as usual. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I've been having fun. Let's see if I can find it here. There we go. Working on this critter.
Ooh.
And this is, you guys know that I'm into N scale, but I'm also into the garden railway.
Yeah.
The big stuff. That's the red rocket in 1/25th scale.
Wow.
So that's been a fun build.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
And the challenge is going to be the painting and the weathering.
Yeah.
And then
some of that will get taken care of just for being
naturally.
Yeah.
And
just
then
go keep some dirt on it. You'll be all right.
That's the best part, especially when it rains and it splatters all the mud.
Yeah.
And then I found I bought a printer for doing my shipping labels, right? So it's a little thermal printer. I found a new use for it. I did not know they had these until I stumbled across them. But you can get these guys round stickers that are thermal.
Sweet.
So through a thermal printer.
You can just throw them in there and print away.
Zip out a whole mess of them. So now I toss these on the boxes, so those go on the outside.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like merch,
Yeah.
Well, you're just getting like a big company, aren't you?
Yeah, I like this one.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the train on there. That's pretty awesome.
That's and the best thing, that train's AI Gen, so kind of original, I guess, in its own way.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Very cool.
And hanging out in the shop.
There you go. Putting in that work.
You got it.
Good deal. What about you, Mr. Paul? Have you been working on anything this week besides
like
your glowing tan? What was that?
I feel like a biker. I did make a keychain.
Oh, see? Oh, sweet.
And it goes up and down, and it printed that way. It printed that way.
All printed
so I didn't have to put it together or nothing. And it spins around.
Oh.
I gotta see what I'm doing here.
Watch out, it might backfire on you.
Yep. Yeah.
Low combustion.
I just made that just because.
Well, that's fun.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah. That's a good sized keychain, sir.
It is.
You're not gonna lose your shit with that.
Well, my son is into motorcycles, so I thought I might give it to him.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, of course, that might offset the balance of his motorcycle. I don't know if I told you that my kid's he's riding his motorcycle to Alaska this summer.
No kidding.
By himself.
Oh, that's cool. How old is he?
50.
Oh.
But still, I mean, that's Alaska. I drove to Alaska. It's a long ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to watch out for all those Canadians on the way.
Oh, I know, and all them animals and critters and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be fun to do, but by yourself, I don't know that I would like that. I don't know that I would like to do it that way.
Heck of a
Oh, no.
getaway.
Yeah, it
I know,
is. It is.
I know a guy that did that. He went through from one point of Africa all the way up to the top
Wow.
on a
No,
motorcycle. Yeah,
on a motorcycle.
on a motorcycle. Just him and
Well, it'd be
a buddy.
dangerous today, wouldn't it?
You would think it would be.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Well, we drove there. This has been a few years ago, and from the time we left our driveway till the time we got back, it was 10,495 miles.
Holy cow. Man.
And I said, I'll never do that again.
But got a little sore.
It'd be fun to take a cruise, but yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with CNCs or 3D printing or anything. It's just a little
fun.
added information here.
Yeah,
It's
that's pretty
stemmed
awesome.
from the keychain.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There you go. That's pretty awesome. That'd be a cool trip. Well, if I rode motorcycles, I think it would be a fun way to do it. Just getting on and going and just riding along. That would be sweet.
When we went, we saw people on bicycles. We saw people on motorcycles. I mean, just about any mode of transportation you could think of, we saw people
Riding
on
around.
it.
Yeah, Jerry's out there. He says Canadians are good people.
Hey,
Except for Clyde. Clyde's a troublemaker.
Uh,
Got to keep an eye out on him. But yeah, in general,
we may need
people
some
first aid are
Canadians
pretty
as
good.
friends. You know?
Yeah. Well, for me, it's been a busy week. Big news on the Ranger CNC front. We have movement. Yes. Finally, today is proper movement. So, oh man, it was making me insane the last couple days. So, like, I think it was Thursday is the first time that I had it move. Hooked up the controller to it and all that. But I was having a really weird phenomenon happening, and I'd never seen it before. And so what would happen, I hadn't calibrated the steps per millimeter or anything. So because it really didn't matter until I had everything working properly anyway. But I'd hit, go to the right on X by 10, and it would move over whatever distance it wanted to. And then you say, go to the left 10, and it would go less than a third of the way. But the DRO on the G sender was saying that it moved 10. But it wasn't like slipping. It wasn't doing anything weird other than not going the distance that it went to the right, And if I inverted the axis on there, if I inverted the X, it would do the opposite. So, you'd hit the button, it would go further to the left, and then it would make little shorter jumps back to the right, saying that it went that distance every time. It was the strangest thing. And then the Y was also a problem. It would go one direction and then come back, but it wouldn't quite come back the same amount. It would be shy, like, a millimeter or two, or it would come back an extra millimeter or two. So it wasn't the same. Everything wasn't the same. But I was like, all right, I just want to focus on one axis and see what the hell's going on and go from there. Well, I tried everything I could think of. I even posted on G Sender's group on Facebook. I haven't updated them that I figured it out finally. But I reflashed Gerbil. I'd changed the G senders, the G code sender. I tried Bob's basic sender. I tried a couple of BCNC. It would all do the same thing. It wasn't. So I was like, all right, well, it's not the sending of it. It's something else. So I even unhooked my controller from my Gatton, my Raspberry Pi controller, and put it onto the Ranger. Worked fine. Worked great. Moved everything like it was supposed to, and it was going. So I was like, all right, well, the motors are fine. That knocks that out of it. Everything was going there. So I finally traced it down to the ground. The way I had it grounded was not what it wanted. And so I was kicking myself because, I've been filming videos for everything and all that. So like I had a whole bunch of film and video on how to build the controller, for it. And, here, this wire is going to go here, this, that. It's all trash. You can't use any of it because you see the wrong thing throughout the whole thing. So it's like, I just got to put this thing in I'll throw all that video into the garbage and I'll have to undo the whole thing and like lay it out and be able to say, all right, here's this, and put it together. Instead.
Now you can't use parts of the videos?
No, it's all garbage. No.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. So so I finally figured it out. The grounds work, or the ground, the way I had it works now, and it moves great, and she's fast. Holy cow! I threw in a program for cutting some of the pieces, and just said go. And I was I wasn't actually cutting anything. I was just having it do the motions. But she was going, and I was cranking it up as it was going too, and it was pretty good. So it was pretty good. Yeah, the like even the firmware. So like with the Gerbil firmware, you can go in and set everything up for the machine beforehand. So like if you had a Bob CNC, there's a Bob CNC section of Gerbil settings that you can do so that it'll just read it and go. It knows what it's supposed to be. So I was trying to set everything up for that. So like I even wiped that out and just put in vanilla Gerbil into it and stuff like that. I mean, I was trying. I spent the last 2.5 days trying to figure this thing out. And then I finally did. So I was really, really excited about that this evening. I was like, oh, so glad. And now that I had the, I was pulling drivers out of the Gatton CNC controller, which is my Raspberry Pi based controller. I was pulling the drivers out of that, swapping them and trying to figure out what the heck was going on. It was doing even weird crap with that too, but I mean, it was all over the map. But now that that's like half apart too, I'm like, well, I've got more of the more versions of the Ranger CNC controller box that I'm not using, so I'm gonna throw all the stuff into that while I'm doing it. So yeah, so I started messing with that a little bit this afternoon, and so I can get that back up and running too. So
does it run nice and smooth?
Very. It's and it's quiet. It's really wild how quiet it is just moving around. So for especially for how fast it's moving. So I put the I'm jogging it around at about 12,500 millimeters a minute.
Wow. That's zipping.
Yeah. So right and that's the settings. Like I think 12.7 is what a Onefinity is set at. So I have it basically set to go right now as fast as a Onefinity woodworker. So I mean, I don't know if I'm not going to be able to cut at that speed, but just for jogging it around, it's going, and it's staying real accurate for where it's supposed to be. So I'm pretty psyched. So that being said, in 2 weeks, the Ranger CNC will be available. So whatever day that of the week that is, or whatever weekend that is.
When do we get a demonstration?
2 weeks. Yeah, because that's the last video that I need to do is the introduction video of the machine and all that, and show what it is, and
You're going to show it cutting?
yeah.
Good.
Oh.
And well, tomorrow I'm working on getting it down to my shop, so I'm probably going to film some of it because it's probably going to be stupid trying to get that thing down.
You're going to use the forklift?
I wish I could.
Harry has,
go ahead, John.
Harry has a question. Are you going to do kits or plans?
They're going to be. It's kind of a combination. It's kind of like how our buddy Dave Gatton did his. So there's a kit of parts, and then there's plans for the rest of it. So the parts that you need to cut are really rectangles. So of putting stuff together. So, but it's pretty cool. It's going to be a good one. I'm really happy with it. It's sturdy as I don't know. They was a brick shit house. I mean, it's I put out a little short last week on the rigidity of it compared to the like from what is it, Cutting It Close did a video a week ago on the rigidity, comparing the Onefinity and the Alt Mill together. And the one thing he did was what he called a rigidity test, where he just grabs the spindle and just starts tweaking back and forth and seeing how much it moves. And it's on par with what those machines were. So, people don't think that a plywood machine is going to be rigid. Well, they're wrong. They're very wrong.
Sure.
I could very well be not easily pressured into standing on the gantry. And I don't have any qualm whatsoever of standing on the gantry. Like it's that stout, and it's not going to hurt it.
Well, Dave sat on his when it was moving, and you're like two Daves.
Yeah. Which I'm trying to rectify. I am. I'm currently 6 weeks in on taking the Zep bound, so I'm actively trying to lose some poundage,
and it's working.
It is. It's very well, actually. I haven't gone back like 2 months to like view a video of my face, but my wife says that my face has gotten a lot thinner. I'm only weighing myself once a month because I think if I weigh myself more than that, I'll drive myself crazy. After the first, I started out at 340, so I'm 6'2", 340, so I'm a big dude. After the first month, I was already down 22 pounds.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow,
so
that's good.
Quite possibly in the next month or so, I will see myself under 3 bills for the first time in a long time.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, but in many years, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I wouldn't have any qualms on sitting on the gantry on this thing or anything. I mean, she's a stout girl. So, and she's heavy. The table is a beast. Here's these are one of the things that you can get for it, which is your spacers. These are Ranger CNC branded spacers on it, and so kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's There's 3D printed parts for it and jigs. There's which those files all be on Maker World, or we can provide them.
Now you have 3M files for those?
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome.
So so somebody can there's a lot of plates of stuff that you can print out for it if you want to. So, but if you don't have a 3D printer or you don't want to do it, I can provide those for you. As seen in some of my organization of stuff, we're working on it back there. So a lot of it, we've been busy in here trying to get everything all ready to go.
Sean and I contract out too, right, Sean?
Yeah.
There you go. There you
In
go.
a heartbeat.
So it yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, there's laser cut stuff, laser engraved stuff on the machine. There's the CNC. So I'm using all the tools to create these kits. It's been pretty fun and exciting to do. So I'm really happy with the progress of it, and I hope everybody else is happy when they see what I've created. So I actually just got the website. So website is going to be rangercnc.com, but that's going to go right to rballarddesigns.com for because it's easier to do that way. that site's already there. So, but it'll end up going to a specific page for the Ranger CNC. So it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, awesome. That's good news.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, there's some other stuff that'll be coming with that stuff, but I'll talk about that another week. Stuff that other components that we can have available. So, all right. Well, let's see. What's JR saying here?
I agree with JR.
I do too. I haven't tried on mine, but I agree that if it was that loose, you'd see it. The cars.
Yeah. Well, I think he was yanking on them. I mean, he was yanking on both of them for sure. So it but I mean you're not going to be when you're cutting stuff, you're not putting that much torque on them. So, but I think it was just to show how solid it is, I guess, in general. But we'll do it. Jerry's asking, was I an Army Ranger for the name? No, I was in the Army. I was airborne infantry, but Ranger was my dog, my good boy German Shepherd, and I lost him a little over a month ago, and so he's with the namesake of the machine he's after. So. Still can't talk about it. Good Lord. Messes me up. Let's see here. Oh yeah, JR saying that he cranked on his after seeing it, cranked on it and nothing moved. So yeah, good deal. Good deal. All right, well let's get this going. We've been chatting and yammering on for about a half hour already, so we can get this.
Now this might be interesting. Whoops! I lost it.
What'd you do? Did you break it already?
I broke it already. Oh, there we
Man.
go. There we go.
There we go.
Oh wow!
So our videos for the week, they're all in the description. So if you want to go check any of these out, there are links down in the description for them. Go watch them and go let them know, comment on their videos and all that, and let them know that we sent you over there to check out their videos. I'm sure they'd appreciate the interaction, and so would we. So and also hit the like button, please.
And subscribe if you haven't.
Yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, do it. So, but yeah, so this is Mountain Maker. He and Samcraft actually just put out videos within the last couple days here on the Infinity Flow. We talked about the Infinity Flow several months ago when they were doing a Kickstarter for it, and it looks like they've fulfilled all their Kickstarter stuff, and they're just in regular production at this point, which is pretty awesome to see that they've been successful with it. They go through. I thought it was kind of funny because both Mountain Maker and um, uh, Samcraft, they both use their Adventurer 5M Pros for doing the demonstration of the thing. So I thought that was pretty interesting choices for the two of them to use the same machine. But it's
Oh
a
yeah,
really
that machine. That machine is we have the 5M now, the Adventure 5M. We
yeah.
had that last week. It's a slick little machine.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't
God,
even talk about that. I didn't know you actually
forgot
had
about
received
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's working pretty good so far.
Oh yeah, it's a printing little. It's a good machine. I'm very impressed. The simplicity of the head is also There's no springs, no levers to mess with. It's pretty much feed it and go.
Yeah. Sweet. Very cool.
It's good for I had the kids unbox it. And between Izzy and Robert, they literally unboxed it by themselves and had it up and running.
Nice.
So yeah, if they can do it anymore, yeah, these printers have come a long ways.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anybody getting into 3D printing at this point, or hasn't been into 3D printing for a long time,
Now's the time.
get a new machine. Yeah. Any of these new machines is just it's night and day from what they used to be.
Yeah, not even over a year ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's pretty cool to see how much progress has happened, recently in these things. Well, anyway, so the Infinity Flow, for anybody that doesn't know what it is, it's basically it's like a refill. It's not an AMS type thing where you can put multiple colors into it and it'll change them out or whatever. But I think print farms are really going to love it, or people that like to print a lot of particular colors, because what it'll do is it has two run out sensors, and when one runs out, it'll go to the next roll like automatically, and it doesn't stop. It doesn't care what printer it is or anything. It just keeps going. So it's a really cool product. So you can do 1 kilogram, 3 or 5 kilogram spools on them, so they can do a lot. So
Do we know the price on this thing?
I
It's
don't.
not that much. It's like
Yeah,
$160, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I think that's right. Yeah,
But you can also, from what Samcraft was saying, you can buy it without the 3D printed
Print
parts
your own parts.
and print your own parts and just buy the motor. I think you get the motor assembly, and I don't know about the bearings, but you can 3D print the bases.
oh, that's cool. I could see where you can even not even need the bases. Like just
Oh
mount
yeah,
it up on the wall or something like that, and
yeah.
just on like a regular spool
Spool holder. Yeah.
spindle things or whatever, and
But it
just go.
works just as slick as can be. That one
Yeah,
that when Sam was showing it, it didn't skip a beat. It just moved the filament right along and no gaps or anything.
yeah, yeah. It's a good product. I think these guys really hit on something pretty cool. Um, but both of them were showing like, here we're printing, we're going to just cut it off and shove another, have another either color or another spool go in there. You can't, if it's different colors, you can tell where it bleeds in, but print quality is the same. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming what happens is that it once it realizes that there's out of filament, it will push the second one in, and it must be able to tell when it's up against the other filament, like some sort of pressure, reading or something like that on the motor, to show that it's right there. So I definitely could see these things being really popular with the print farms. No.
Oh, you never have to worry about coming back to your print while it's paused.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
Some of the older printers, they'd start cooling down. That was the worst.
yeah,
With this, it's continuous.
yeah. You can just light it in there and go, and then when one runs out, you swap that one out for another roll, and you can just keep going. It doesn't left and right. It doesn't matter. It just will keep moving. So
Now, if I heard right, it'll hold up to a 5 kilo spool too on top
Yeah.
of it, right?
Yeah, it will.
you can get the 5 kilogram spool ones.
That's 10 kilos. You can
Yeah.
literally load up 10 kilos. And go. That'd be good for the orange, the Giga.
Yeah.
That'd be a perfect setup for that.
Yeah, there's another one of the print farm or printer 3D printer business people. It's Technicals Tinkers, and he has an Orange Storm, and he has ruined multiple prints because it runs out of filament in the middle of the night or something like that.
Ouch.
And when you run out of filament in one of those machines, oof. That's a costly mistake, because you can put 7-10 rolls of filament into one project on those things.
For some reason, just the question came into my mind is, I wonder if you could daisy chain these. So you had
I
your
was
one.
wondering the same thing.
Did you put 2 more behind it, so you'd end up
Yeah.
with 4 rolls?
Yeah.
You probably could. I mean, I wouldn't see why not. But at that point, then you probably should just get the bigger spools on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? 2 5 kilo
Yeah.
spools. That's 22 pounds of filament.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pumping out some filament right there.
Yes, it is.
That's a big print.
Oof. Pretty
That's a
sweet.
chunk of change.
Yeah. Yeah. So both Mountain Maker and Samcraft really had some really good ones on that.
Yeah.
So there's Sam, looking like a leprechaun. He had his green on. I like Sam. He seems like he'd be a good guy to talk to.
Yeah, he's got a good show.
He does. He has a really good channel. It's wild watching how it has shifted over like the last year.
Yep.
Because it's like he got some 3D printers, and he got an embroidery machine and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, we're going to sell the embroidery machine. That thing's going to go away. We're focusing over here.
I started with the lasers,
With
Yeah.
the laser.
all lasers,
Yep.
and then his jigs took off.
Yeah. And hey, you got to go where it works.
Oh yeah, he's got it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So
If I did really long prints, I could really see doing this.
oh man, it'd be even great just to have for like partial spools.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You
I
could
never
just-
thought of that.
You
Yeah,
can just wipe them out.
real quick.
Yeah. It'd be really easy. Oh, there's another one of the. I watch multiple people with 3D print farms and stuff like that vlog all that stuff, and the one is 3D Print Theory, and he has like five. He has like 5 printers, but he runs the same thing all the time, and then like once he gets to close to the end of the spool, he's got to pull that one out and put another one in, because he doesn't want to be able to, have it stop in the middle of it. So, but yeah, like this would be perfect for what he's doing. And it's a lot cheaper than buying an AMS, which would essentially do the same thing, but it.
Well, I was just thinking about, you get those splicers. What are they, like $40? Then you got to
Yeah.
get those little tubes to go with it.
But you also have to get the filament off to even splice it.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
this for a few bucks more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a cool product. So I think they'll keep doing pretty good. Yeah.
I'll have to get one just to try it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be fun. Definitely would be fun. Especially like, well, in my situation, my A1 is really going to be printing one color. I really don't need the AMS for it. I want one just so I have one.
Oh,
But
for your
really,
spacers.
yeah. Well, the spacers I do on the P1S
Ah.
that has the AMS, but all the other parts I'm running are all just the same color. So
Oh yeah, you can do that on your one A1.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would get this for. So
Since your other one's been confiscated.
yeah, he's printing out a guitar right now.
He's
So,
still printing it, huh?
yeah, he's learning, definitely learning, and
That's awesome.
he keeps stealing all of my filament. Yeah, I come down here and like the yellow's gone, and I'm like, I need the yellow to print things out. And then I'll come back another day and the white's gone. I'm like, no.
See,
Honey, we need to order more filament. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is.
the best thing, my kids, they don't get, for allowance, they get paid in rolls.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I need to
Here's
do
your
that.
roll of filament for the week.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Sweet. Let's see here. Yeah. So, but yeah, you can even when that one roll, like if the white were to run out on this one, and the green is still going, you could then swap back to the other roll. Like it's infinity flow. You can constantly swap them out. Where like on an AMS, you can't. You can have it go from one to another. Like if you had four rolls in an AMS of all the same color, you could have it go from one to the next. But after that last one that you have on there, it's not going to go back around again.
You can't reload another one on there and have it keep going?
No, it won't do it.
It's like you have to reset it.
Yeah, so if you had like four partial spools on there, and you use the first one up, and then it moved to the next one, and use that one up, and then use the third and fourth ones up, it won't do anymore. It'll make you stop and have to do a physical change.
Huh.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so that's a real nice advantage to the Infinity Flow. Cool product, very cool product.
It is.
All right, well let's get a little moving on then. This one. So, well, speaking of 3D print business channels, this is 10 Mile Creations. We haven't talked about him yet, but he's got a good channel. It's his 3D printing stuff is pretty new to the channel, but he's got a product that he sells on Amazon that I guess he doesn't talk about what it is specifically. Because I guess it's a real niche thing, and he's the only one that has anything on Amazon for it. So he's kind of protective of what it is. But anyway, so but he did recently this week work on a new product, and it's for his tractor. He's got like a Cub Cadet, like nice zero turn thing, and it has one cup holder in it, but that's it. Like so, he made like a storage caddy. And he's going to be listing that on Amazon to be sold with it too. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, this particular video that everybody should check this out because it's very interesting. Talking about the tariffs, and he did a good dive into them about what is going to actually affect our community in 3D printing and stuff. And there's been a couple companies that are jacking their prices all up already. I know that I can't get my A1 for. Well, I think it costs as much as what my P1S did.
Yeah,
This-
yeah.
Well, we watched the AMS go up overnight.
Yeah, yeah. And according to the way that he's talking in this video, they shouldn't be. Like there's no reason. The tariffs haven't started for that are going to affect the 3D printing community, and they're not nearly as high as what is being talked about on the news and stuff like that. So like I think they're up to like 135 or 145% tariff or something like that on some stuff. 3D printing stuff is not at that level. It's like at 35%, which is still absurd, but it is what it is. I don't know what they were at to begin with.
And then it depends on if they have a distributorship here in the U.S.
Yeah, well, they can, and like Bamboo does. They have one on the East Coast and the West Coast, and so you could, I mean, they would have to they sell it to their distributorship, and then that gets sold out here. But so there's ways to work around it, or at least to some extent. But yeah, some of the pricing that some of the people are already putting on the machines and stuff is not
Money
necessarily.
grab.
Yeah, yeah, it really is. I mean, it's kind of shady. So, but it is what it is. I mean, businesses can do whatever they want, I suppose.
Well, like I said before, I love the printer. I love that printer. I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of the company.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. I
Of
get
which
it.
company?
Bamboo.
Oh, Bamboo.
Yeah. It's one of
Well,
those love-hate relationships.
yeah,
What don't you like about the company?
Oh, just how they're, when you look at they're jacking the prices up already, especially after watching his video and seeing what they're doing.
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, look at that, Paul. We're on his computer screen.
Hey, how about that?
Oh,
The hell was that? I just had a light go out. That was weird. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, it was that light. My little. Did it die finally? Maybe something.
that's flickering. It's going.
Yeah, something's going. Oh well.
Bad
Anyhow,
switch.
I'm just gonna sit in here in the dark then. Yeah. But I want to see. Let me see here. Oh, there we go.
See, and wasn't Bamboo going to add that subscription fee?
I don't know. I don't know. So,
Like they're
but
talking about.
yeah. So anyway, so it's a very good video talking about the tariff situation, and everybody should go check that out because it is a very good one, explaining it. So very cool. Very, very cool. All right, well, let's move on then. We got the Wood Whisperer. He used to have a CNC, I guess, a long time ago. Yeah, yeah. Dwayne says Ryan's son just plugged in the guitar. Yeah, yeah.
He sure had a lot of trouble with his cat attacking him.
Did Ryan freeze?
I don't know. Are you there, Ryan?
Oh. I think we lost Ryan.
I think we did too.
We can hijack the show.
Yeah. we can show whatever we want.
Hey, real quick, have you seen this? Well, wrong one. Where'd it go?
He
I
just
lost it
said
already.
he said it's all good, lost power. So he lost power.
Oh, that's what the flickering was.
Yeah. Yeah, he says it's all good, lost power.
Here, is back.
Oh, hey, there's the there's the dwarf bowling.
Hurry up, Ryan.
There's Ryan. He must be on his phone. Lost your power, huh? Yep.
You're not on stage yet. Oh, Ryan's in the background. He's trying to figure out exactly how to hop back in here.
Yeah.
Apparently, he did lose power. Did you lose power in the house or just the whole house shut down?
Huh. Well, we may have to go back to dwarf bowling or something,
Oh,
or dwarf tossing.
yeah, we can look that up. I'm glad I'm not the only one that has issues once in a while. I'm starting to figure mine out. Oh, you're flickering.
Yeah. Is it your whole neighborhood or just you? Oh,
Out in the country.
I thought you had solar. Don't you have battery backup? Oh. Hmm. Oh, they can, huh? Oh.
All right, guys, can you hear Ryan as he's talking? We're kind of curious. He just installs the solar. See, I thought about
Oh,
getting
they
like one of
can't
those
hear.
jackeries so you
Nope.
can.
They can't hear them.
Okay. That's it. Set up a jackery on your modem, unless they took out a power pole or something. Oh,
Oh,
that'll do it.
look at you.
See, and I haven't seen this video, so I don't have a clue, but it looks.
Oh, I watched it the other day, and he got this. Trying to remember what kind is it? A new wave or uh,
It's the
shark?
shark.
Yeah, yeah. I was looking for what that thing cost. It's expensive. It's
Oh, really?
yeah. I think that one right there starts at over $5,000, like $5,400,
Wait,
just for the not for the stand or anything,
just the machine.
just the machine.
I go with the
And
old mill.
well, I was just gonna say it's got the tubes on the side like my
The Infinity
Onefinity does,
or Infinity,
but
yeah.
but they're not as heavy as what mine are. And it doesn't look like the ball screw shaft is as heavy as mine is either. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh, but shark CNCs have always been expensive, I thought.
All right, Ryan's trying to get his phone and his laptop to talk together here, guys. So give him a couple more minutes. He is literally in the dark. So I wonder.
Yeah, he's got a water cooled spindle for this thing, and the
See, I'm kind of. Let me just go back to you.
next wave.
I want
That's
to
a
see his gantry. There.
Harry says the only next wave product he had experience with was his Moray laser, and it was a disappointment.
See, now the gantry itself looks nice.
The gantry looks nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the rails,
it's kind of anemic looking, isn't it?
yeah, compared to the Onefinity. And what's the price of the Onefinity? What was yours, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, mine isn't an Elite, and I think mine was about $2,800 when I bought mine.
Okay.
But now they're a lot more expensive and they have a lot more bells and whistles.
Right.
But I
Okay.
think when you get up to the Elite, and I think it's probably 40, I'd say 4,500 to
So
5 grand, I would guess.
between the two, I'd rather go with the Onefinity then.
I have no complaints about mine. The next wave is $5,100, Harry
Yeah.
says.
So yeah, and I'm still liking that alt mill, the 2 foot by 4 foot.
That alt mill is a nice looking
Yeah.
machine.
That's my next. I think I'm gonna let my Laguna down the road, and
I don't think I'm going to ever have a next.
oh, you found yours.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan's been coming and going down there on the bottom there.
Yeah.
See if can I share that window? Oh, did I just hear glass break? Watch where you're walking there, Ryan. I know it's dark.
This show may be over before he gets back.
Let's see. We can go back to, well, let's see. Did I close?
That's his. There.
No. Here, this will make him get back here quicker. What would you call it? Tossing?
What are you doing? Dwarf tossing? Oh yeah, there's dwarf tossing.
Oh, nice. Now this is Paul brought this up, not me.
Oh, he's throwing them. Oh, okay. I've never seen him throw them on foam. Usually, the ones I've seen, they throw them in like beach sand. That's a lot easier on them.
Oh Lordy, I'm gonna burn in hell because I'm laughing.
Well, that makes two of us.
All right. Oh, feedback.
And when I told you, you didn't believe me, did you?
We'll never make it to 100. No, honestly, I thought you were joking. Okay. Sorry, guys. Ryan's gonna kill me.
No, you're fine.
That's what happens when
I'm
you
so
get
close
control.
there.
Oh, Ryan's almost there.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Oh man, what the heck?
Let's see. Where's my desk cam and desktop?
Dwayne Alter says we'll never make it to 100.
Oh Lordy. Where? Let's see if I can add this window capture. Let's add a window. Oops. Oh, hang in there, guys. Ryan's almost there. We see him. Kind of.
Kind
Sort
of.
of. Dude, that'd be a perfect picture for a horror flick.
Oh, wouldn't it though?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. All right, guys. Can you hear Ryan?
Come on there, pretty
Can they
people.
hear him? Nope, can't hear him. I can hear me.
Oh well.
Once in a while, Dwayne says.
There we go.
I'm not really talking all that much. I can't get my.
I see me on there twice.
We're hearing. Okay, they hear an echo. I hear an echo.
Hmm.
There. Okay, they can hear you, Ryan.
Okay, well, I guess
can't.
I'll just go with this, and then you just won't be able to see me.
Yeah. I see me twice. There, I just see me once.
There you go. I've been probably hitting buttons trying to get myself on there.
Yeah.
So,
I can't see him. Can you see him,
You have
Sean?
an echo.
Oh wait, I see him down
Yeah.
below there.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It does look like a.
All right. Well.
Oop. Let's see if I can. So
Well, let's see here. We'll try it for a minute, and if it's absolutely annoying to everybody, we'll just shut it down because my wife already sent me messages. Are you okay down there? Because I'm sitting in the pitch dark right now. The only thing I have on is my the computer screen on my laptop
terrible
that's running
echo.
on battery.
yeah.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah. Well, now it's not. It was.
All right.
Oh, there you go. Okay, can you guys still hear Ryan? Nobody can hear you right now.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking right now.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I just
Like ghost stories around
All
the
right.
campfire.
Maybe we'll try this another day. Oh, let's see. I don't know if anybody can see that or not. It's a mess.
see. Okay, I heard you bought some Anchor power banks and some portable solar panels. See, I was thinking of doing like some of the battery, the backups and stuff. Well, not backups, but a power bank.
Yeah, the power banks.
Yeah, something like this. You could plug in your router and your modem, and
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they
it would be
work.
nice.
solar guys should be able to get a good discount on them.
Seems like it, doesn't
You
it?
would think so. Unfortunately, not so much. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to postpone the rest of this show for another day. We're taking shit show to a whole new level tonight.
Yeah. Well, you get to see behind the scenes a little bit.
Right.
I was trying. I was hoping that I could do something like I did down in North Carolina a few weeks ago, but it doesn't seem to be helping out tonight. No, my phone is actually getting hot because I'm running off a hotspot on the phone and my laptop at the same time.
Ugh.
No. And the computer's just doing whatever it wants. It keeps adding and subtracting me.
Whoops.
So, all right. Well, let's just cancel it out for tonight. Everybody, go check out the videos that are in the description because there's some good ones out there. And maybe we'll come back tomorrow and do it when I have power.
I'll definitely leave all these windows up just in case we do a tomorrow show.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So, maybe we'll jump in and just do something for a few minutes. But if not, we'll see you next week then.
Sounds good.
So, hey, at least hit a like if you could. I'd really appreciate it. So, that's the way it goes. You work hard trying to get it to figure out, and it just doesn't go the way it's supposed to.
See, that's what I love about lives. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
All right,
we
party
may-
people. Well, have a great night, and we'll see you next week.